Okay, so in this one, we are going to see how we can set up AA panel on VPS. We are going to use Ubuntu. So basically, AA panel is a control panel for website hosting. In addition, I am adding the timestamps below. So if you want to jump around, you can go ahead, right? So without wasting time, let's get started. So first thing first, we need a server before installing the AA panel. For me, I'm going to use DigitalOcean to create server. So let's create the droplet. Here droplet refers to the server. The location I'm going to choose is default. Here I'm going to choose Ubuntu and the version I'm going to use is 22.04 LTS. Okay. So if I go here, then there is a premium Intel processors available. I'm just going to choose the 2 GB version because that suits best for me. Then I'm going to choose the SSH key for my PC. I have already added the SSH key. If you don't have the SSH key or you don't know how to add SSH key, you can just simply click on the password and enter the password for VPS right here. But the SSH key option, okay, so let's go ahead and let's set the password for VPS, right? So this is the password for VPS. So let's go ahead. Let me just change the name to the test and let me create the droplet. So droplet creation process is quite fast, so it shouldn't take too much time. It will be ready within a few seconds. Okay, so meanwhile let's do open the terminal, or you can say command prompt. So in Linux, if you are on the Linux, definitely it will be terminal, and if you are on Windows, there will be command prompt. Type ssh root at, and we need to paste the IP address, whatever the IP address we will be getting from here. Okay, so looks like the creation process has been done. So let's copy this IP address, let's open the terminal again and paste it right here. Okay, so right now we just created the droplet, so it might be possible that the droplet is getting initiated, right? So not necessarily everything is set up on the droplet. So let's give some time and let's try one more time. So this time it says it's there. So type yes and then type the password. So let me just go ahead and try one more time. Okay, so this time it is asking the password, so let's type password, and this is my password, and once I'm under, I should get something like this. So right now we are logged in inside the VPS. So let's go ahead, let's clear everything, and let's try something doing update. Okay, so let's do apt update. So these are the mandatory process when you create the VPS. You do apt update or apt upgrade. So let me just do apt update, and if your VPS has good amount of RAM and CPU, then it shouldn't take too long, and same goes for apt upgrade also, right? So let's wait. So for this I'm not going to do apt upgrade because it might take a little bit longer, as I have 191 packages that can be upgraded, right? But you should do apt upgrade also. The command is basically apt upgrade, and if you are creating the great, and if you are creating the VPS on the, let's say, AWS, then you will have Ubuntu as a username. So in that case you just need to add the sudo in the beginning. So this is how it goes. Okay, so let's forget about this, and let's get the command for installing the AA panel. So this is the command to install AA panel. I will leave the link in the description. This is single SSH command, or you can say there are multiple SSH command, but it is separated with this ands and there's semicolons, right? So you will, if you understand the bash scripting, then definitely you will get what is happening right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's hit enter. You will find this command in the description also, and there will be link in the description also for the command, right? So both goes in that direction, right? So do you want to install a panel on /ww directory? So basically we have the option where we want to install a panel. So if we talk about the cyber panel, then in the /home directory cyber panels gets installed, and if we talk about the, let's say, nginx or something like that, then we can set up where or like any location. So similar goes to this one. So let's go ahead and let's say yes, I want to keep the default location. So right now it is downloading node version, because AA panel has two types of hosting. First, PHP hosting is also there. Hit enter. Then there is a node project hosting is also there. Then there is a Docker hosting is also there. But if I'm right, then the Docker hosting is only available for the pro version. They say the AA panel is a free and open source version, but it's not. It's kind of free to use, but if you want to use some certain features, advanced features, then definitely you need to get the pro versions. But don't worry, whatever the website hosting and whatever you want to do, everything is available in the free version. So don't freak out. And yeah, so right now the installation process might take a little bit longer, so let me just pause the video and I will unpause once it is done. Okay, so right now my AA panel has been installed. So as you can see, it is giving me this particular IP address, and then again there is username and password. So by default, AA panel doesn't host on port directly; it hosts on the path. So this is the secure entry path, so that no one there are some crawlers on the internet, they can just randomly crawl the some ports for the default services and a panel service, something like that, and they can try to get the fingerprint or let's say footprint of your panel, or something like banner grabbing, right? So that's why to protect this they have included this particular part. So let's do one thing, let's copy this URL right here, and I will just make sure it is on the left. Let me make it right. If we go here and paste this particular URL, we get something like this. Okay, so our AA panel has a self-signed certificate, so that's why we are getting this particular warning here. But don't worry, click on the advanced and click on the proceed safe, and then copy the username. Let's go ahead, paste it right here. Copy the password, let's paste it right here. Don't try to be smart and paste this IP address in your browser and get my username and password, because probably by the time this video is released, everything will be changed, and I don't own this IP. Okay, so once we do install or start the app panel at the first time, we get the option to install LNMP or LAMP. So basically how you want to configure your web server. Is it be leaving Nginx as a main web server, or you need to use the Apache as a web server? So Apache is quite old, and Nginx is quite optimized, well maintained and latest. So I'll choose the Nginx, and it is recommended also. So let's click on one click and choose the fast version. It is asking for the AA panel account, but hence we don't use the pro version, it is not needed. Simply click on the skip, and as you can see in the background, this installation process has been started. So right now the Nginx is going install, then MySQL, then there will be pure FTPD. FTPD is a basically FTP service for the website. Let's say you want to get the FTP access and push the files from the FTP rather than doing SSH login or let's say file manager, then you can use FTP. MySQL, obviously you know the database MySQL, and Nginx, obviously you know that's a web server. So let's wait for some time until this stuff is done, and then our panel will be ready. Okay, so due to small server size, it's still taking too much time to install, but right now it is installing the Nginx. So once these two processes has been installed successfully, then we will have our AA panel ready, and that's all for this video. And I think, yeah, you got everything in this video. If you have any doubts, in additional doubts, just let me know. In next video we will explore the AA panel, and after that we will start hosting on the AA panel. So if you want to check full series of it, please consider subscribing and liking the video. And thanks for watching. See you in the next.